What's up? Let's just go over this real quick. I'm gonna skim it so you don't have to. We got the class change and new features debut in Diablo Immortal. Tale adventure, blah 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 blah. Happens tomorrow, July 20th at 3 a.m. server time. Blah 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 blah. We got class change, hero journey, adventure path, limited time event. New Heliquary boss, sweet. Hungering Moon limited time event, we're already doing that. Amber Blades cosmetic, feature update. So I think the other thing really important here, let's check out this limited time event. Alright. Downtrodden look up to you and continue serving them. You must walk the adventure path. Alright, well, that's cool, because I didn't pick a clan this time around, so I'm still an adventurer. Let's see, July 20th. Blah, upon completion of tasks, 10 keys. Completion 16 tasks. Adventure of the World's portrait frame. New portrait frame, that's cool. You get one legendary crest. I mean, free legendary crest is kind of cool. You'll probably get yourself a nice little 1-star gem out of that. That's whatever. Look at this fucking guy. Wow. What do you think? Look like a spider snake guy. That's nifty. So we're definitely going to be dealing with some poison damage, probably some AoEs. Well, it's a raid boss, so definitely some AoEs. I don't know. I'm thinking probably recommended 3,000 CR. Who knows? Gorgothra is the third of the Wrathborn demons to plague Sanctuary. She does not look like a she. Ugh, alright, let's get back to that. She has earned the worship of countless demons over the ages, but is no stranger to combat. Her petrification rays.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Helios Venom. Venom called it. And Serpentine strikes dwarf the power of Lasso and Vitaf. You remember how hard Vitaf was for everyone at first? That's gonna be fun. Do you possess the demon-slaying prowess needed to overcome Gothra's wrath? Or will you become another ossified corpse, decorating her lair? Assemble your group. The Heliquary for Gothra emerges on August 2nd. Hungering Moon event, you already fucking know about that. We've had that for a while. Amber Blades cosmetic. Look at that barbarian nipple. Wow, that is... They're like stretch marks on this nipple. Like, what the... Alright, let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and check that out real quick. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, man. Ugh. Gross. Alright, let's put this back. That was fun. Alright. Don't need that. Alright. Amber Blades are one of the foremost designer gangs. Yeah, I don't know, man. Not digging it. Looks kind of ugly. Let's see, we got a Warbaron raid. Fading Ember. Let's see. Ooh, cap spin increased by 80. Now trade 22 fire runes for an internal legendary crest. Alright, so they took down the cap. Looks like you're going to be able to get a legendary gem once per week. That's actually really good news. Some monster affixes. We got Shell. Summons a defensive shield, preventing loss of life until it's destroyed. Awesome. We need more annoying shit in the game, obviously. Siphon channels a draining beam at one's target, slows and leeches life to heal for 5 seconds. That's kind of nifty. So if the blood knife comes into effect, I mean, that's definitely like preparation for it. They want to see how NPCs can deal with it before they give it to people, right? Swinson's Haunting. Change the ability description to read: when you defeat an enemy, a dark beast attacks nearby enemies, dealing X% base damage. Cannot occur more than once every X seconds. Previous description incorrectly referenced summoning, which made the ability sound like a summon ability rather than attack. Let's up J. Change the ability description to read: increases all damage deal up to X% while at full life, with a minimum bonus of Y% while at low life. Increases your movement speed by Z%. Previous description wasn't entirely clear that movement speed was a flat buff, while the damage bonus was affected by your life. 36 new class legendary items. Bro, that's awesome. So we're gonna have some new builds coming up. Let's see. Compromise is lost. Ground stop now rips open the ground. I don't really know about Barbarian too much. I'm not a hack and slasher, so none of this will make any sense to me. Doom of the Crowd. Activating Wrath Berserker now immediately reduces the movement speed of all nearby enemies by X%. Ugh. That sounds like another reason to hate barbarians in PvP. 5 fresh claws. Roll run now shreds armor? Dude. It's OP. Lunatic Twin. Frenzy is stacked. Each attack unleashes X damage to all enemies in front of you. Alright, so he's got an AoE. I don't know if that was AoE before or not. Paste and Powder. Hammer of the Ancients now randomly drops hammers in the target area multiple times. Oh, sweet. So Barbarian's now hammered in also? Whatever. The Trembling Undying Rage also increases your movement speed by X%. Alright, Crusader. Forgotten Savior. Falling Sword now calls flames from the heavens that burn enemies. That's kind of cool. So they gave the Crusader a Druid spell from Diablo 2. That's kind of nifty. Alright. Torrential Refrain. Condemn now immediately detonates all of its damage on enemies it hits. I don't know, I haven't played Crusader either, but it seems pretty OP, especially with like challenge trips. You do you just stack them all together and then blow them up. Let's see. Daybreak. Concentrate now protects you and nearby party members, decreasing damage taken X%. Alright, so good raid armor right there. Or weapon, who knows. Daybreak kind of sounds weapon-y. Equal portions. Sacred Chain no longer constrains enemies, instead forming a chain of flames between enemies which burn other enemies that touch it. Alright, kind of chain lightning-y. Stare of Worth. Shield Glare now burns enemies for X damage every Y seconds. So it's cool to have more dots. Heaven Squints. Judgment now conjures a continuous beam of light from the heavens, which moves under your control. Oh, that's kind of nifty. Calling down an airstrike, right? Alright, let's see what we got for Demon Hunter. This is the one I played so far. I'll probably switch over to Monk, because I'm kind of tired of kiting things, unless one of these makes you a little more up close and personal. Let's see. Hunter Gatherer. Escape now launches X homing rockets at nearby enemies when activated, dealing Y damage. That's actually kind of cool, because Escape is useless right now. Murdermost. Vengeance now increases your critical strike chance by X, but causes you to lose Y of your life every second. I suppose that could be really good glass cannon in like PvP. Pinpoint Overflow. Multi-shot now fires all arrows in a single targeted direction and can strike the same enemy multiple times. Bro, if you can wear that plus the flame burst or whatever it is that makes multi-shot flaming, that'd be pretty freaking awesome. Just do massive damage and then like on fire afterwards. Let's see here. Puncture Obscura. Impaled now also causes enemies to bleed. Now that is something that I would definitely look into, checking out. It's probably still not that great because Impale's not that great, but it's better if they can bleed, especially for PvP. Alright, Scrapodax. Scrapodax? Is that really the name of it? Alright, that's weird. Alright, Knife Throw now scatters multiple mines that explode when stepped on, but it can no longer have multiple charges. I don't know, I've played with Knife Trap a little bit. It's kind of fun in PvP, especially when you don't have a bunch of money to be like super overpowered. You just throw a bunch of knife traps out and you kind of enjoy the chaos that ensues. Let's see. Suit Mortar. Smokescreen now hurls an acid bomb that damages enemies continuously. So I like continuous damage, but the other, what was it, acid fog from Smokescreen wasn't that great. So who knows if that'll be any good. Alright, let's check out the monk now. Endless Trail. Imprisoned Fist now continuously launches punches in a direction you can change while channeling. Using Imprisoned Fist will slowly consume its energy, which will recover while Imprisoned Fist is not in use. Kind of like a strafe from Diablo 2. Non-realization. Exploding palm bleed effect now has X% chance to be detonated by other attacks. That'd be fun. Look, I think exploding palm, especially since they got a buff last patch in the beginning of this month, I think exploding palm has some credibility this round. Rattling arm. Wave strike turns into a, I'm not even gonna pretend I know how to say that. Mnemonic. Yeah, a ball that pulls in and continuously damages enemies. Alright, so we've got Black Hole for a monk now. That's pretty fucking sweet, if you ask me. Gonna make monks super overpowered this round. Starving Mosquito. Flying Dragon damages increased by X% for every enemy hit up to a maximum Y. Alright, that's cool. Typhloid Robe. Cyclone Strike now produces a dust storm that impairs enemy vision and decreases enemy movement speed. That's kind of cool, giving a little more crowd control. Not that they really needed it. Oh, look at this weird little hair here. I'm just gonna move that over here. It's gonna look a little better. I'll probably follow her back. Yep. Alright, we're gonna ignore it. Alright, Necromancer. Arc of Misery. Bone Spirits now bounce whenever it hits a wall. Alright, that's kind of cool. So if you're like playing in a BG, just like shooting at the wall and watch it like bounce. I wonder if it'll bounce multiple times or just the one. Because if it bounces multiple times, like I could see myself using a Necromancer and just like bounce all the way down the wall. It's probably got like a range or something that we'll have to figure out once that comes out. Cloak of Quills. Bone armor now causes your summons to continuously damage nearby enemies, but no longer protects them. That's kind of cool, man, but it also kind of takes away from that knife that makes your golem molten, right? I wonder if it boosts damage of the molten golem. Shared Service. Bone armor now reduces all continuous damage you take. That's alright. Studded Menace. Corpse Lance now causes enemies to decay, dealing X damage for Y seconds. That's cool. I always like dots. Dots are great. Damage over time. Vesper Guard. Skeletal Mages now shoot continuous rays at enemies. Alright, so Skeletal Mages get fucking, what is that? Ray of plasma or whatever the hell they call it. Ray of fire. Alright, let's see what Wizard's got. The Aimless one. Arcane Torrent now launches missiles at random enemies around you. The Envertor's Ray of Frost now creates an ice shield. Each time it damages an enemy, absorbing X damage and stacking up to 10 times. That actually is really OP, man. So you're doing your Ray of Frost, which absolutely melts people and slows them down, and now on top of melting people and slowing them down, when you're doing it and they try and freaking get back at you, you're just stacking shields right now. Oh man, that's gonna be a pain to fight against. Fire Flurry. Scorch now hurls a ball of magma that bursts when it strikes an enemy, creating a pool of magma that burns and stuns enemies. Man, can you imagine? Alright, let's see. Fire Flurry and then Black Hole together. You just wait for one to be up, toss the other one. Bread and butter right there. They're probably dead. Do those two and then smack a Ray of Frost at them. Game over. Alright, 90 Tail Wild Arcane. Arcane Torrent damage increased by X%, so just a buff to Arcane. Walking Innovation. Ray of Frost now creates an illusion that channels a beam of frost in the targeted direction. Alright, that's kind of nifty. I don't know if anyone will ever use that, but it's alright. Weathering Eye. Arcane Wind now applies X reduction to movement speed for Y seconds. Alright, I think the Waking Invocation... Actually, so if you could throw your illusion out in front of you, like your maximum distance, and then have it shoot further, if it also has your maximum distance, then you're shooting way off your screen. That could be pretty darn good. Let's see, Immortal. Cut down demons with a controller. So, more controller availability. Not too bad. Still think this barbarian nipple is gross. I hope the rest of the classes don't look as disgusting as this one. I don't like it at all. I don't know, what do you think? You think that looks handsome? You like these updates so far? You like, I think the best thing out of all of this has got to be that they changed how many... Oh, there's a neat thing, Hero's Journey. That's kind of cool. Alright, so... Muster all your grit and tenacity, for journey ahead is rife with both untold glory and righteous rewards. Hero's Journey is new in-game experience and unlocks for adventurers during the Frozen Tundra portion of the main quest line, consisting of 4 chapters with 2 more planned for the future. Hero's Journey will send you to complete metal testing objectives that scale in difficulty as you rise in Paragon level. Alright. And at the end of it, you get a Glorious Journey portrait frame. So, yeah, that's that frame there. I don't know. It's alright. Looks like you get another legendary crest. I just clicked on that. My bad. Yeah, I think the best thing that they have done for you is probably making it easier to get legendary gems by crafting. Let's see how they do class change real quick. Class change mechanic. Below are rules surrounding class change. Class change becomes available at level 35. You can change your class once a week at no cost. There's also one-time option to immediately revert to your previous class, skipping the 7-day waiting period. There are no current plans to allow players to purchase the ability to change class, which is good because people don't need more things to be mad at Blizzard about. When you change class for the first time, you can set the appearance of your character to receive a full reset of your Paragon trees. Upon changing to each class for the first time, you will be granted placeholder gear. The placeholder gear will have an equivalent rate to the previously equipped gear of your last class. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible. You won't be completely doomed with crap gear. It won't be great gear, but at least it'll be like the same Paragon level as whatever you're wearing. So before you class change, I'd recommend go finding, like, I don't know, yellow or unique or whatever items depending on what class the level you are, and then putting your, like, legendary that are a lower Paragon level than you are in your stash so they don't, like, disappear or whatever. That way when you change over to the new class, you should have a full set of like 85, right? Whereas if you didn't switch anything and you had something that you've had since your Paragon 20, then you're just going to get another Paragon 20, but probably a lesser item like a yellow or a blue. Some class-specific cosmetics and gear will not carry over when you change classes. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But, I mean, you know, fresh start, new character. You don't have to feel bored again. So, like, yeah, I was playing a Demon Hunter, and I just got really tired of kiting things, so I've kind of fallen off the game a little bit. But I think I'll switch over to a monk, especially now that they got all these new legendaries coming out. They look way too OP. Sounds good. I don't know, what do you like about this? What's your favorite? Do you like the guy looking raid boss that's actually female? I don't know. You like the Adventurer's Path limited time event? You like this thing? Hero's Journey? What's up? Alright, tell me in the comments. Give me a like, subscribe, be a friend. We'll see you again.